It's happening! Today is the day. This is going to be the biggest makeover I have done yet. So I know I'm gonna get asked this, why am I lime washing and not painting? Because I'm going for like an opaque look anyway that kind of looks like paint. Couple of reasons. The first reason is cost. Like lime wash, you can grab a couple of bags of hydrated lime at Home Depot or Lowe's for like $10 a bag versus paint, which is whatever, a gallon. I don't even know how many gallons I would need. So it's a lot more inexpensive to do it this way. And then number two is the maintenance aspect of it. So the lime wash is supposed to adhere much better to the brick. The brick is supposed to absorb it versus paint sitting on the top of it, and then it flakes, chips, peels, and you have to touch it up a lot more. That's what Google says. I've researched it quite a bit. I'm still gonna have to paint a lot of my house, the siding and things like that, but for the brick, I've been wanting to do this for like since we moved in, and I'm so excited. Okay, this is me practicing a bunch of different like ratios. That one far too thin, and I was worried about everything it being too bright white, so I added some coffee to the mixture that I want like a creamier white, and that worked really well, so that's what we're gonna do. But before we can get to that fun part, just like everything else, we have to prep. So I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash the brick to get it ready for the lime wash. This is a spot on the front of the house where the like front porch meets the house, and there's a gutter there, but it's not done correctly. But don't worry, we're going to take care of that in a future video because we cannot have that mildew on our brand new lime wash. Okay, that's it for day one. I'd hoped to start the lime wash today, but I had some pressure washer issues, so we got that straightened out and pretty much everything pressure washed, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to start lime washing. It is day two and I can finally start lime washing. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to talk about why I want to do this. So the house is totally fine the way it is. It's nice, but it's just blah. So I want to make it a lot more interesting and update it. I forgot. Before we get started on the lime wash, I need to fill in some of the cracks in the mortar because it's really going to stand out once the brick is light because the crack is dark. So let's go ahead and do that now. After all that prep, it is finally time to start lime washing the house. So I'm mixing up the first batch here. The ratio is 1:1 of liquid to the lime powder, but I did here for this first batch 3 cups of water and 1 cup of coffee, and then 4 cups of the lime. I'll leave that down below just so you don't have to remember that, but I just put it all in this bucket, and then I'm gonna take this little mixer, and it has its attachment for my drill, and I'm gonna mix that up really well. So I left this part in actual speed so you could see how slowly this was going. I was really rethinking all of my life choices at this point because that was going to be a lot of brick to lime wash, and it was going to take me probably 12 years at this rate. So it's not spreading very well at all, and I was getting super frustrated. And then I realized, oh yeah, you're supposed to wet the brick first. So once I did that, things went a lot smoother. I know it's a little hard to tell when it's sped up like this, but I'm using a big masonry brush, and I'm using that to kind of get into the cracks first. I found this was the best way, along the mortar lines, and then it'll kind of run down onto the brick, and then just a light brushing over the brick was the way that I got the best coverage. You can see how clear, transparent the lime wash goes on, and then especially when it's sped up like this, you can see how it becomes more opaque over time. But it's a little bit hard to see at first when you're putting it on, and then as it becomes more opaque, you're able to see spots that you missed. Okay, I am like second guessing everything right now. It's a lot of work, which is fine, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm in love with it. The lime wash is drying like pretty white, but I don't know if that's because it's next to like the peach siding on the side of the house. So I need some motivation. So I'm gonna do just some spots in the front of the house to just see what it's gonna look like when I drive up. Okay, I ran out of the batch of lime wash that I made the other day, and I mixed up a new batch, and I want to put kind of a second coat, and I want to like just finish this area right here on the front porch so I can make a final decision on what I want to do. Doing the second coat really allowed the vision that I had in my head to come to life. It was such like a soft, creamy white and opaque, and I was able to like imagine how the whole house was gonna look like that, and it made me really excited. So I decided to stick with the lime wash. I'm removing these house numbers because it didn't really make any sense for them to be right there, because my car is always parked in front of the garage and you can't see the house number, and I don't like these anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off, and I'm going to move them somewhere else, which you will see in another video. And I'm also going to remove this light fixture because it's old and not the vibe I'm going for. So I'm going to be replacing that, but for right now I'm just going to remove the light fixture and cap off the wires and go ahead and tape it up so it'll be ready to go after we get done with all the lime washing. this is where we are. I have accepted that this is gonna take forever. Okay, in order to not make this video be forever long, this is where we're gonna end for today. I know that this is gonna be a long process, it's gonna be a whole lot of work, but I really think it's gonna be worth it. I'm super encouraged by like doing the small spots behind me. I can see what the whole house is gonna look like. So make sure that you're subscribed because you don't wanna miss next week's video when we are really gonna get going on the lime wash and it's gonna be a dramatic transformation. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.